to the Snide Show. I'm your host, as always, Cornelius Edward Snyder, otherwise known as Corey the Curator. And tonight we've got a surprise segment of Spook Up because I was talking to my uncle about his apartment, and he wants us to do some some ghost hunting up in there. Um,
Yes.
yeah, because it's
And it's Spooktober.
that's right, Spooktober. Because yeah. So you've been there for how long? When did you move in? You moved in like
March 1st, March 1st of 2024.
March 1st of 2024, and so that was like how many months
7
ago?
months. 7 months.
Yeah, and you said ever since you moved in, you've been experiencing
I have heard weird stuff in here, dude. When I first moved in, I was staying downstairs because I didn't have no bed or anything. It's before my brother helped me furnish my apartment. And so I would be laying down here. I even called my daughter's, you know, uncle. May she rest in peace. Love you, Megan. But yeah, so I would be talking to him on the phone. I'm like, Chad, I got your speakerphone. Listen to this, listen. And I would hear like walking around in that room,
yeah,
which is the studio now. It's the studio now, but back then, it was an extra spare room.
yeah,
But yeah, and so it, it's crazy, man. And now, like, it's like it don't happen every night, but some nights I can just like sleep upstairs. I love blacking out the whole house and stuff. And so, I'd go in there, sometimes I would feel fine. And then sometimes, like, I can't even sleep all night, man, because all I hear is like scraping downstairs. And then I get this like deep, heavy feeling like somebody is like standing, in the hallway looking in the room like I'm being watched.
yeah.
And then one night, this happened like not even a week ago. I remember telling you about this in messenger, about when I had the sleep paralysis dream.
Yeah,
That was
yeah, that's something that we share.
that
I've
was
also
the
struggled lifetime
weirdest
with
shit
sleep
ever,
paralysis.
dude.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying. Sleep paralysis is terrifying.
And what's more terrifying is they have no cure for it and they can't explain it.
Yeah, yeah, and it was the inspiration, folks. If you don't know, it was the inspiration for Nightmare on Elm Street
Yeah,
because I think Wes
I
Craven had
see it.
some of
Yeah,
that.
he was. Yeah, because Freddy was pretty much like a sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, yeah, and this is one of those
Yeah,
phenomenons.
yeah, I can see. I totally can see that. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's one of those phenomenons that it's terrifying because what it is you're asleep, you're falling asleep, and then you're awake. You're totally awake. Your eyes are open. You can see the rest of the room. You can like look down and see your chest. But you can't move. Like it is exactly what it sounds like. You're completely paralyzed, and it's a lot of times what you'll there are many different paranormal stuff that happens with it where it's like alien abduction and shadow people, hallucinations of witches is very common for some reason. But and when you dig into the theories of these things, a lot of people seem to think that what it is it's some sort of entity that's capable of shape shifting
right, right,
or
right, right.
creating hallucinations, and yeah, and so you've been having more and more
Well,
bouts of that.
me kind of got like the same like offspring theory of that, but a doctor explained to me one time sleep paralysis comes from when you're asleep, most typically when you're on your back, when you're sleeping on your back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he said it's like it's in the back of your brain where your receptors are.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he said, your brain is awake
Right.
and it's sending receptors to your body to move and wake up, but they're not connected. And so they're trying to link sleep paralysis with onset like schizophrenia
Whoa.
and yeah, listen, check this out. It throws you for a loop. And dementia, because sleep paralysis is what it is. It weakens the receptors of you know what I'm saying of your body mechanics, not necessarily your dream state, your body
Sure.
mechanics.
I could see that being like maybe like because you're not getting enough sleep because sleep like is a
Right,
neurogenic
right, right, right.
process. You know, you when you sleep, you know,
It's like a part of a deterioration of them receptors because that's what schizophrenia is. It's like when reasoning and you know rationalization and you know what I'm saying
yeah.
when you know and so when it tries to send the receptors it's kind of like that's what schizophrenia does. It eats them receptors away, which is coined with onset dementia
Right,
because
right.
that's what that disease does.
Yeah, it's they're very similar. All these things are like
Yeah, it's like
neuro.
it's kind of like an odd domino effect. An odd domino effect. It's like it's really weird. It makes sense, but it don't make sense. But it
Well,
makes a whole lot of sense.
I think it makes a lot of sense because it's all neurogenic stuff.
Neurons, yeah, that's what I said, man. Thank you, Corey. I'm so glad. Yeah, you said that. Yeah, that's what I was. It's all neurons.
Yeah,
It's like,
neurodegenerative diseases
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, yeah. It's fucking crazy, man. I got a sister suffering
But
with
yeah,
dementia right now.
which remember we were on here to talk about the paranormal. That's what we were mainly on here to
Yeah,
talk
oh
about.
yeah,
So,
we got dementia.
yeah,
It's always so easy to get off topic when you like you know you're in a good deep conversation and both of you are like making sense and yeah, it's so easy. Yeah. All right, yeah,
I
kick
want to
off the
hear more of what
show,
you were
bro.
talking about earlier. So you were talking earlier about the
Oh yeah, yeah.
what other so you said you're hearing scraping, you're having sleep paralysis. What else is going on?
Um, it's just I feel like man, like when I was having that sleep paralysis,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like there was people in my house, and
Right.
I got paranoia. And I think what's going on with that, I have paranoia of my back door. My back door is like they have. It's just a regular old rickety thing. Well, it's not rickety thing. I mean, it's townhouse. It's nice. It's nice as hell.
You have a really
But it's
nice
got
place.
but they have rickety dink doors, and
Uh-huh.
they got the little panes of glass. What makes them rickety dink?
Right.
And all you gotta do is just punch window out, man. Fucking let yourself in, man. And that makes me paranoid and shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the nightmares came from. Just the paralysis of there's somebody in here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can't move. I'm trying to get out and they're fighting me and it was all weird, dude. I wish we could have had this show like when I remembered it in depth, man. I really could have fucking really blew your mind. I wish we could have caught this at the beginning. Because that was a weird experience, dude. I I had to like really weird dreams and shit. Like motherfucker was holding me down. Oh, but look, check this out. The first one is where the paranormal comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had the first night dream and then the second night dream. All right, the second night dream was when I thought somebody was in here and just having sleep paralysis, whatever. It's just how crazy this shit sounds, man. I feel crazy and retarded even talking
Well,
about it.
no, no. I mean, that's why I got you on here. Please.
Yeah, but it's true. I'm just trying to tell it the best way I can to make anybody understand. But um, so the first night, man, I had this dream, man. It was like the room was all dark, which it comes from when I go to bed, man. I turn every light in the house off because electricity bill rings true. And um, so I'm laying. I guess in my dream I was laying because I don't never sleep on my stomach. I don't
Mm-hmm.
never sleep. It's either my back or my side. Most of the time, it's my left side. And anyway, I had a dream, man. This fucking entity, man, was fucking holding me down, man, and shit, and was fucking breathing like on the back of my neck, and I could feel in my dream, man, the fucking hair stand up on my neck,
Oh
man. I
God,
mean,
that's like
yeah,
you were like Ripley.
yeah, it was like fucking, it was just holding me down and shit and breathing on the back of my neck, man. And that shit, man. And I couldn't wake up and I couldn't. And then,
See, but
you know, out of nowhere, you know what I said, man, in my head because I couldn't talk.
mm-hmm.
I said, in the name of Jesus Christ, be gone. In the name of Jesus Christ, be gone. And
Oh,
I just woke up. All I did was just woke up.
whoa. My thing has always been if I can get like my pointer finger or my middle finger to touch my thumb, for some reason that does it. That snaps me out of it. But it's good to know Jeebus was there for you.
You sarcastic asshole.
Um,
But anyway, yeah, I don't know what, and I don't know, man. This shit was evil, dude.
yeah, man. I mean, nothing that's holding you down like that. And another thing that I find interesting that you
It might
said.
not even, since I can't say it with my mouth, that's probably not even me saying it.
Anyway, so what I was saying. Listen. So what I was saying is, it's interesting that this one happened while you were on your belly, because like usually, like you said, it's usually when you're on your back, which that's what I've always heard. But I'm not a back sleeper. I never sleep on my back, and that's so that never
I always
happens.
sleep.
You know.
I sleep between my left shoulder and right shoulder and my stomach.
Right, right. Yeah, I'm more of a side sleeper, and I wake up on my stomach a lot. But it's yeah, it's
It was like I wasn't like uh I would. It wasn't like I was like sleep on my fucking complete stomach and it was straddling me on my back and everything. It was like it was like whatever position I was in, man. It was like I just couldn't move, and it was just like I don't know, man.
Right.
The whole weird fucked up thing about it is the whole breathing on the neck, hair standing up, feeling like that shit was like ultimately real and shit. That was the whole fucking, that was the whole kicker of it.
Yeah. 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 That's terrifying, man. Um,
Yeah,
it's you know that's really
especially
freaky. And,
wake
and again,
up.
going back to what I was saying though, going back to what I was saying is anytime I've had sleep paralysis, it never does happen when I'm on my back. It and so like that's why I think it's weird that that's what doctors say. You know, oh, it's from sleeping on your back, you're not getting enough oxygen or whatever. You know, I mean, I'm not a science denier. I think that there is a scientific portion to this, but I'm also saying that the paranormal aspects do fascinate me, and that's what I want to hear about. Tony, you were talking to me earlier, like this shit, this is real, this is happening, these are demons, and now you're like walking it back, like, it was some nightmares or whatever. No, I want to hear what you were saying earlier, man.
Well, let me collect my thoughts, collect thoughts, collect thoughts, collect thoughts. Um, the only way I'm gonna get this out, I'm gonna have to, you gonna make me. I'm smoking a cigarette in the house
Why? No, what are you talking about?
because it's the only way I can think and talk.
Okay,
It's
well, let's get off of here. I'm not going to be responsible for the fact that you're smoking cigarettes in your house. You're not supposed to be doing that. They've put notices on your door, Tony.
well, let's don't get in on that on tape.
Yeah.
Anyway, screw the cigarette. I
Go
don't even want to say
outside and
that
talk,
way.
man. Like, what are you
No, because
talking about?
we're like, yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. We're in deep conversation. Where the hell did that come from? Ain't no cigarette smoking going on. All right, it's just that room, man, where the studio is, man.
Yeah.
It just it had the bad juju comes from it. I don't understand, man. It's like, cause man, I swear to God, dude. I could be laying in there in the bed,
Yeah.
and I swear I'll feel this heaviness in the air, like real thick.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll feel like somebody's standing right at the edge of the door, outside of the door of my room, which I don't ever close the door of my room.
Yeah.
So, and it feels like it's just staring at me.
Oof.
Yeah, like almost like I can't move. I wonder, man, either somebody done something mean up in this apartment and never called, got called for it. I'm wondering, man, where your dad got that bed from. I'm wondering, man, he gave me the bed.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah,
That's why you
it's
asked
somebody
about that.
died.
So, folks out there listening or watching, he asked me at the beginning of this phone call, and Tony is as you all have heard by now. He's no stranger to flights of fancy, thinking up scenarios, thinking up like, well, what's this, what's that, you know. And a lot of it comes from like he doesn't want to get fucked over, so he's always looking for how someone could be fucking him over about something. And out of nowhere, he asked me at the beginning of this call, where did your dad get that bed? And for a second, I didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, what bed? He's like, the bed in my room. I didn't even know my dad gave him that bed, or if it was mentioned, I didn't care. I didn't commit
What
that
I'm
to
trying to
memory.
get at
And
is,
so Tony,
did
I
somebody give
was
him a bed where an old granny or an old mean ass man died in it or something? They gave it to them, and then they gave it to me. Which I think is super cool. they're not doing nothing wrong. If they did do something like that, it's super fucking cool. But I'm
I don't know how
sleeping in the
super cool it
bed.
is,
I'm
but
sleeping in the
if I
bed
if
on
I could
my
think of a way to bring it up, if I could think of a way to
bed.
bring it up and it sounds natural and it doesn't sound weird, I'm gonna ask my dad hey, where did you get Tony's bed?
Please do.
And he's like, someone we
Dude,
knew died in that
I'm
bed.
in
Like,
awe.
what?
I'm in awe about it. I'm in awe about it, man. I love it, dude. I'm in awe about it. It's like nothing, totally nothing negative. That I'm in awe about that because that shit freaked the fuck out of me. Because he
I
did
was waiting where
mention
that
one
sentence
time
was going. He's
he
given me
said
quite an experience.
he did say when he did say that Sherry, the doctor she worked for, his wife had illnesses, but she had really bad back problems, and so he said she made him get another bed, and then he gave that bed to Sherry, and then they put it in the garage and gave it to me, which it's a comfortable ass bed. Sometimes it makes my back hurt, but I won't be free of that until I get one of them other contour beds. But anyway, um, yeah. So I'm wondering, was she really that ill and really was just back problems, or
Did he
was
murder
she
her in that
back in that
bed?
motherfucker? And
He
they
fucking
he
snuffed her
gave it
out with a
over to
pillow
Jerry.
while Sherry watched.
It's like I don't know, man. It's creepy
No, you
altogether.
said, Tony, you
Gives me
said
the heebie-jeebies, man. Whew.
it was happening before they even got that bed for you. So I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what it is. I'm not going to
It
rule it out.
was,
I'm just
yeah.
saying I don't think that's what it
This
is.
is when it was just a frame up in the damn room. Not that frame to the bed I got now. That bed's janky shit. I love that bed. It's comfortable too. I just need to get me I need to get me a memory foam uh what is it?
I don't know.
Mattress.
The topper?
Mattress.
Like a topper?
Uh,
Like a
yeah,
topper?
yeah, or to be memory foam and shit.
I've seen too to make it firmer. Some people put a board under the mattress. I don't know. Like you get a board like that's the size of the
Well, I
bed.
got some cones that look like traffic cones, but they're small and black, of course. Did you
What?
stick under the bed like that?
To lift it?
Yeah.
That's cool. Back to though, Tony, this
Yeah, we got off
the
topic
spookiness,
again.
man. Come on, man. Like so
It's
scraping,
Halloween.
sleep paralysis stuff, getting off.
Halloween.
So you
Uh,
said anytime you're around that room, you feel like you're being watched in it. You feel like you're being watched
that's
when you
the
go.
bedroom. That's up front.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it comes from that room.
That's
Think
wild.
about it, man. Think about why the hell is there a lock on that door that's
It's
fucking
on the outside, right?
turned? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for folks who don't know, we've talked about this actually, but yeah, how creepy it is that on the outside
Yeah.
of the closet
Well, the
door.
closet can be explainable.
Mm-hmm.
I'll chalk that up to the reason they had the chain lock on that was because maybe they had toddlers or something like that, and they didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to get in the closet.
Yeah.
That was smart. But the lock on the door to the room, that's odd.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to deliver meds to a trailer where they were someone was being locked in a trailer. Like there was a padlock on the doors to the outside. It was a lady, and I think it was like her dude like locks her up like when he's not there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because anytime the dude was
Man,
there, it was unlocked. Anytime he was gone, but I think she was still there, like it was like padlocked. Moving on.
man, ew.
Spooky shit.
That's weird, dude.
Yeah, like I got the
You
vibe that
give
it's
me,
like
you give me like, you give me like paranoid fucking assumptions, like somebody had an old lady fucking, or I was thinking somebody's fucking grandma or grandpa had dementia and trying to
mhm,
get out the door all the
they kept her
time.
locked up. They kept her locked up, and sometimes the grand boys would go in there and whip her with with switches, but they didn't know because she was like deaf mute and stuff. Like she couldn't. Just like making up this whole
And
story. And they used to torment her, but she couldn't do anything about it because she was catatonic and
they
mute.
came in with branches and switches, gave her stitches. She was like a bitches.
Had her looking like some
Even
witches.
if she was at a, even if she was at a Boston burning witch and lynching,
Don't be
and
snitching.
I'll be snitching, thirst of blood is quenching. Lord will beat you down with intention, giving presentation and pretension, bring you back to dimensions. uh, Separate the sea lyrically like an inquisition.
Help me. And it's like
And
Echo is like, help me, me. That's like some insane clown posse bullshit. A whole rap about like granny abuse.
I'm fucking high as fuck,
You
dude.
gonna piss that ghost off, man. Making fun of
Oh,
me.
yeah,
Nah. You gotta bring in the good vibes to drown out the bad vibes, you know?
yeah, man. Because sometimes yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Sometimes it don't take a motherfucker to die up in somebody's crib and shit, and and
Haunt.
and haunt because you could be like somebody lives in like if anxiety's high in an environment. Say like here's a husband and wife and two kids, and
Mm-hmm.
all that goes on is abuse,
Ugh.
a lot of cussing, a lot of anger,
Y'all
a
shut
lot.
up! Y'all shut the fuck up! All that bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of redneck abuse, a lot of
Daddy
Rob
pulls up,
Zombie,
everyone gets
lot of
real
Rob
sad.
Zombie. Look, a lot of Rob Zombie Halloween themed family.
Yeah. That shit, I hated that shit so much. Oh my god.
That shit was retarded.
It
But
was.
I like that movie though. I like Halloween.
I
But I
liked
knew
it
he
for.
was gonna go that route.
I liked Andy McBride's
Now,
better.
look, now he's supposedly doing Freddy. What do you think he'll do with that?
Now that I trust him more with, because here's the thing. Here's the
He
thing.
completely ruined the movie.
Here's the thing, Tony. Because Halloween, part of the mystery of Halloween is that Michael Myers was from like the suburbs and was like nothing happened to him and shit. Like, I don't like that Rob Zombie added pathos that made him make sense because it was supposed to be an anomaly as to why he's that evil. However,
Yeah.
Freddy and the Krugers, that's all pure white trash, baby. White trash that shit up.
Yeah.
He was he was
Well,
a
he was
he was
like
a
trash.
janitor. He was a
He
fucking
was a
janitor in a
middle class
preschool.
weirdo.
Huh?
He's a middle class weirdo, Freddy.
Freddie wasn't middle class. I don't know why his house looked all middle class later, but if you look at it, it's like he was a janitor in like a preschool.
You're
His
going to,
mom was a
yeah,
fucking
that woman had
nun.
been raped 10,000, I mean 3,000 times. Hey, um, give me another one of these Snyder Studio shirts. If I buy a pullover, get your mom to get me a good.
I gotta find a better screen printer, man, because it's these t-shirts. I mean, they're cool, but they don't really like hold up, and they're not really meant
Dude, I
for.
wore mine and washed it so fucking dried so much. The whole thing is about ready to peel off in one. I try
Mhm.
not to even touch it to make it last.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's really not meant to for all that. Like those little the what they use to make those T-shirts. They're made for it's for like little projects. It's not really meant for like big like T-shirts and stuff like that. They're meant for like a
Yeah,
couple of letters. A couple of letters. It's not meant for like a bunch of logos and stuff. I mean, it's one of those things. I really
yeah.
appreciate everyone's attempts at that stuff, but it's
That's because you gotta buy better motherfucking material, motherfucking do better logo.
I just need like a better screen printer. I need like a professional screen printer who can do me this shit for like a good deal. The best deal I got is like insane. Like I wouldn't like it's insane. I went to someone recently and
Yeah.
for a quote, and it was like a friend price, and it was like I don't know how I would profit. I'd have to charge like $50 a t-shirt to profit. Like that's and so thus Tony, I would not be giving them away.
So you did do away with Hulu, didn't you?
Yeah. Why are we talking about this? We're supposed to be talking about paranormal shit, man. What are you talking to me about Hulu? Why are you
I'll
watching Hulu?
say
All right. Well,
about
I guess
getting it,
here's a
man.
good place to call it. We've been going for 30 minutes. I mean, do you have anything else to add? Any other freaky stuff up in there?
No, that's about it.
All right, everybody. Well, stay
Just to
spooked.
walk in and all that shit.
Okay. All right. Well, so we might
We
do
did, we did, we did, we did a good run. Just edit it, and
I'm not going to edit this. I'm just putting it right out. I mean, like it's only 30 minutes. So yeah, yeah. So we might do a
it's
ghost
just,
hunt
it's
there.
just. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know if anybody's died in here per se because this place was built in 2006, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Well,
just saying maybe something odd and violent that
no,
wasn't
Tony,
right.
listen,
Maybe a
listen.
lot of anger and arguing
Well, probably that
and
too.
that could leave a bad aura on a place.
Probably that too. But I'm
Uh,
sure.
uh,
Okay. Well, I'm sure that someone's died there. I mean, there's been a lot of retirees and stuff. So yeah, someone probably has died in there. But so we might do
oh
a ghost hunt.
man.
We might do a ghost hunt there. It's just if it's all in your head, I don't know if it's really worth it. But
No,
um,
no, 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 no. You're spooking me out because what you're saying is coinciding with what I see and hear.
what?
Here, man, the footsteps,
Uh huh.
the heavy thickness in the air, and when
Yeah.
I just explain, just go back and listen to the video. I mean the audio
Right. Right.
or
I mean, no. I
whatever.
mean, I've 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 heard everything you said. It's just not as intense as you were saying earlier. But
I know because I don't know.
okay,
I think it sounds good because that rat was.
that was fun. But anyways, everyone
Yeah.
have a great night and
Hey,
stay.
how
What?
about we do a part two here, like in like next couple minutes.
Nah, man, it's about 10 o'clock at night. We've already gone for 30 minutes. Everyone have a great night and stay spooked.